Hey everyone, welcome back to another alpaca video in Python. Today I'll be showing you how to publish buy and sell orders. So just to start things off, we're on the paper trading dashboard. I'm going to copy those keys into our starter file. And this is just so we can authenticate with Alpaca. This starter file is available on my GitHub. And it's the one that we went over in the last tutorial. Just remember, these are paper. So if you want to use real money, you have to go into the different dashboard and grab those API keys. But using the paper keys, we're able to authenticate. And I'll show here that my account status is active. So this just means that the account is set up, connected, and ready to go. And make sure that you see that before continuing. Just make sure that the library is installed and everything is set up. So in order to place a buy order in Alpaca, it's actually really simple. We're just going to use the API object that we defined up above, which is authenticated using API version 2. And always check the version in the documentation. So yeah, we're just using that API object because that's already authenticated and it will give us access to the methods for buying and selling. So I'll copy that. And we're just going to use the submit order method, which allows you to essentially push through the order and pass in several parameters for completing it. For the buy order, what we're going to do is type order equals, which will give us an order object, API, which is our definition in the REST API. And then we're going to pass in the submit order method. Symbol equals will be the ticker that we're trading on. And in this case, I'm going to use FB for Facebook. And then I'll tab down, which is just adding in another parameter, or the argument for quantity, which is 1. And then 10 as a string. So that'll publish through 10 shares. Now the side is really important because what this will be is whether you're buying or selling. So since we're completing a buy order, I'll put the side as a buy string. And the type is going to be a market order. So the two types you have to worry about are market orders and limit orders. A market order will go through at the current market price, whereas a limit order has to wait for a specific price. And we're doing a market order, so I'm going to say time enforced day. This basically means if it doesn't get published or filled, rather, by the end of the day, then it'll cancel. So only have this order open until the end of the day. The other type would be good till cancel, or GTC, where you have to manually cancel the order. And just to show you what that contains, I'll actually print out the order because there's some interesting information in there. Notice the sleep statement. I'm sleeping for 5 seconds, just allowing the propagation to go through in the Alpaca API and get those values and hopefully actually publish the order and successfully trade it on the market. 5 seconds should be enough time to do that round trip. No problem. I'm just adding some comments as to what I did here. So yeah, symbol is the ticker, FB, Apple, or IBM, as some examples. Quantity is the quantity, so QTY. And side means buy or sell. So whether you're entering or closing. And all of the parameters in here are strings. So that's what the Alpaca API expects, even quantity, which is an integer. But when I actually print out the order, what you'll see here is all of the information inside of it. So on the dashboard, you'll also see me take that position, immediately goes up, and you can see how much market value I have, how much profit, all the different metrics of the position in my portfolio. And on the right side of the screen, you can see all the metrics inside of that order. So the side, the status, the symbol. Oh, looks like it's going down. It's unfortunate. Well, you win some, you lose some. And down here you can see the order history. So this is actually the order that we put through market and shows the shares. Now the price per share is defined by the market, not by our algorithm. And yeah, so the market instead of limit, and it just gives us the market price. And yeah, so buy is also represented in the order. This is important because if you're just looking at the dashboard, then you can make inferences about what the code is and vice versa. If you are reading the dashboard, you can then write code around it. I'm just kind of watching this position, seeing how it's going. And you can notice the price is down 2 cents since I entered on a 10 shares, so 20 cents total. But that was bought programmatically, so not too bad. If it was a better position, then I could have made profit on it. But I'm going to change the side to be sell, and it's just going to be a market still. So because it's going to be market, it's actually just going to sell at the current market price. But if we change it to limit, then we can set the value that we want to take. And this is useful for determining your profit. So if you have a profit target of 1%, you can increase the acquisition cost by 1%, and that would reflect the exit cost. Currently, you can see I'm up 7 cents per share on 10 shares, so 70 cents total, nearly $1. And I'll set an exit at 25 cents. So I'll push that through. You can see in the order history there's a new limit sell at 180.25. And you can see the time that it was pushed through matches the time down here. So that's just showing how you can get the trade information in the API. I use this for like canceling orders and calculating whether they're stale. But it can be tricky to use because they're in a date time format. And you can see the profit shot up in that little candlestick. And we're just waiting for our take profit price. So we can just maybe speed this up a little bit. And I'll just take a look at FB just to see how it's moving. Change the time interval from 5 minutes to 1 minute. And wow, yeah, it's up considerably in this time frame. Just checking that my order is still there at, okay, up 3%, currently 180.16. Not good enough for me to close yet. Oh, let's see. Now, this market data is delayed. It can be tricky to get live data. I believe this is coming from TradingView, which is a partner with Alpaca. TradingView seems really great. It seems like a web version of Thinkorswim, if you're familiar with that. And we're still profitable on the position, but we haven't hit the target limit yet. Oh, up $1 at least. That's nice. Oh, so close. 24. Oh, that's how it goes. 20. Seems to be hitting a resistance level around 20, 23. Now, you're actually trading against all these algorithms in the market as well. It's estimated that 75% of market transactions are algorithmic. And it looks like it exited at my profit level. So that's fantastic. You guys just watched me make over $1 in real time. Just buying a random Facebook share. Not a huge profit, but hey, for $1,800 investment in a couple minutes, that's not bad at all algorithmic. And I think that's a pretty great place to stop it there. If you guys like this content, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I read every single one of your comments. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Please also follow me on GitHub